920.
920, that's you.
How's it doing? How's it going, man?
Hey, buddy.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hey. Okay. Well, I was the single dad that jumped in your DMs the other day. First of all, I just want to say that it is an absolute shame how easy it was to call and how little people are calling with the level of wisdom that you give on all subjects.
Thank you.
So
it's all good.
Again, props to you. You are wild and crazy wisdom, man. So I don't have a question about women.
Anything's okay.
So it is my birthday tomorrow. And despite I have a really high level of confidence, and I feel like I have achieved some pretty amazing things. My life has been, like the hero's journey, like Odysseus in the Odyssey. But for some reason, and it comes up particularly, right at around this time of the year because it's my birthday. I just have this self-disgust, bro. And I don't really know what that's about.
How old are you?
How to make that go away. I am about to be 36.
Why do you have a self-disgust? What's that all about?
I was I had gone through a lot of abuse when I was a child with both of my parents before they split up. So I was physically, mentally, emotionally abused, and then they threw me to the streets when I was 15, and just been basically like dangling just dangling family over my head like a carrot on a stick, and yanking it back.
Yeah.
Almost like it's a game. And
if you gotta cry, let it out. You're anonymous. If you gotta cry, let it out. You're anonymous. No one's gonna come find you.
I understand that it's not about, that the problem is with them. And I don't, at this point, it's been going on for so long that I understand that it's not really necessarily about me. Maybe it is about me. I don't know. But,
it is about you.
I've cut ties a long time ago, but since then, I always pick people that are emotionally unavailable or just end up disgusted with me too, or maybe I just read into it like they're disgusted with me.
Yeah. No, I understand.
I don't know how to make it go away, and I don't understand how I can be so confident on an everyday basis, and I can function and achieve at a very high level, but I also have such a high level of disgust myself.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah, man, it's okay. I understand, and that's why people get into these like destructive habits in life. Drug use, self mutilation, and just not taking care of themselves. And sometimes when we feel like we're not good enough inside, that's a first of all, that's a form of something called toxic shame. And second of all, the biggest thing is that when we feel like we're not good enough, but we don't do the work internally, we will try to compensate by getting so many external accomplishments, right? So getting a bunch of money, going to the gym and getting really jacked, becoming popular. But the thing is, if we do not get to the point where we give ourselves that self-love, right, then nothing is going to make you feel better. This is a term called self-validation. And this is what I was talking about to the other guys. My cup is always full. My cup runneth over. I am a person of value. And I know when people interact with me, I add value. I know no one can take that from me. None of my YouTube buddies, none of my real friends. I am a man that adds value. I do not take value from people. I am not a leech. I am the person people leech off of. But it's okay. They can leech all they want because my cup runneth over. My cup is full. And you have to get to that point, my friend, where you start seeing the value in yourself, because the bottom line is the reason you're suffering and you're feeling pain is because you do not feel like you have the value within yourself, but the value is there. I'm just talking now. I can tell the fact that you're smart enough and brave enough to call in alone shows me that you are a valuable person. What's your name, by the way, my friend?
Josh.
Josh. I'm going to tell you something. I went through this hardcore in quarter 4 of 2021. I really had a value struggle in my moment in my life. And I had to do a lot of work. And that was like the birth of the inner game thing. And I know it probably sounds like I'm going to sell you right now, but I mean, the inner game healing stuff, like this is exactly what we work on. Because if guys don't have their internal world sorted out, nothing else is going to be better. You know what I mean?
Well, I thought, told you, I watched a lot of self help
Mm-hmm.
stuff. And, with I can't believe the level of wisdom that you give. But through the self help journey, it's been a few years.
Yeah.
I, I thought that providing, like, I thought that getting to a level where I was able to provide everyone else with value, so much so that I sacrificed myself basically.
Oh, no.
And I thought that, the exercise and the eating right and the getting my money right and, taking care of my daughter as well as I possibly can,
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was self love. I thought that by providing values, I thought that if I could provide so much value
Yeah.
for everybody else around me, that I would feel valuable.
Yeah. No.
I don't know what that means.
So
Like now that I'm here and feeling it, I don't know anymore what it means to do the inner work, because I thought that I had been doing the inner work.
mhm. Yeah. Yeah. And the thing is, what you're experiencing is very tough to overcome, especially by yourself. But the thing is, when we're children, right? If we're not raised in a steady and stable environment with love and support, this has negative psychological effects on us that will carry into our adulthood and for the rest of our lives. Okay. But from an objective standpoint, we do need to understand here that one, yes, you do provide value. You are a valuable person. Two, you're clearly intelligent. Three, at the rate that so many fathers are just abandoning their children nowadays, you haven't abandoned your daughter. That already is the most valuable gift you can give to your daughter. A father being present.
Dude, she has CP. She is wheelchair bound and needs full, full support. I have literally given my entire life to, I have sacrificed myself to give her a fucking better life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I still.
It's all right. Listen, bro, it's just me and you and some fucking strangers on the internet. Just if you need to cry, let it all out. Cry it out. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with you.
I'm yeah, I, dude,
Snot it up. Snot it up.
I don't know. I don't know what else I could do. I don't know what else I could do. I don't know how else to get rid of the disgust.
Yeah.
And it only comes around. It only comes up when it's time to celebrate myself.
Yeah.
I only feel the disgust when it's time to celebrate myself.
Yeah. So just to kind of like narrow down your focus of what you're experiencing, this is something known as toxic shame. Have you ever looked into or understood what toxic shame is?
I never heard of it till I
Okay.
saw the inner game video. That's why I was drawn so freaking strongly to you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's okay, man. And like, dude, I'm telling you, bro, this crying, all this that you're doing right now, I have done it. I have cried with therapists. I have sat there, but oh, I'm a fucking loser. You know, I felt like a loser after making my first million. Even after my second million, I knocked out my first million by the end of 2021, or excuse me, by the end of 2020, and then by the end of 2022, I knocked out my second million. And then here I am, multi-million-dollar earner, got girls, got clout, whatever, everything that everybody thinks they need, and crying like a girl, fucking to my therapist behind the scenes, like, and getting all this shit out, because when you're abused as a child, man, it's a heavy load to carry. It's a heavy load to carry, and dude, you're a strong man to do it, and you have a special needs child on top of that. Like, the you have quite the cross to bear, but you're doing a good job, man. You're smart enough. Are you on the waiting list for the inner game healing?
Shut up and take my money.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I
Well,
am not. I
pop.
always
Listen, pop
just
on
thought I
there.
was always strong enough to do it myself.
Trust me when I say you're not. In a good way. Pop on the list, and this is why, you see, guys like you is exactly why I put out the inner game healing, because I know guys like you are out there, and you're tough and you're strong, and you want to do it alone because you think doing it alone is the right way, and you don't want to seem weak or needy or whatever. But I'm telling you, nobody does great things alone. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with you. You're the biggest man in the world for admitting, hey, you know what? I don't feel good. Something's wrong, and I fucking need help. That's in itself is very, that's a very alpha male trait, to clearly identify a problem and say this problem needs to be fucking solved. Okay.
Yeah, all this bullshit about you have to be you have to have a whole bunch of money to be an alpha male. That is absolutely false, because I'm not a millionaire, and when I walk in the room, everybody, I'm the type of person you can feel me before you see me.
Mm-hmm. And that's good, man.
Everybody stops and looks at me and listens when I talk. You don't have to have money to be alpha.
I agree. And so what we can do is, what we'll be able to do is, we're identifying it now. Josh, you there?
I'm still here.
Sorry,
Yep,
man.
I'm here.
My dude, I swear to God, bro.
You're good.
Fucking
Technical difficult. It is what it is. You're good.
dude, this is why I freak out about like fucking CIA and FBI watching me. I swear to God, they're I don't know. This is so creepy. Sorry, that's never happened in the history of my computer. Like, Skype just literally shut down. I wasn't even fiddling around. But anyways, going back to what I'm saying, you're a strong man. You're a badass, and I can help you with my team of people. And you need help, most importantly, especially now at 35 years old, 36 years old. Like, the time is yesterday, but you're going through this, and you're man enough to admit that you have a problem and you need help. And that's what I'm gonna say is that's a trait of strength in itself, my friend.
Well, I'll go. I don't respect a lot of people enough to take their advice in the way of a course, but I'm sick of this, man.
Yep.
I'm sick of this.
Yeah, give it a go.
I'll go. At this point, I hate to say it. I hate to say that I would do anything, but I would do anything to make it go away.
Yeah. Well, like I said, man, that's just life.
Heavy.
People need help, man, and there's nothing wrong with going to someone and getting help. That's your pride, that's ego, and ego never really gets you anywhere.
The mother.
So I'm gonna take these other callers.
Well, Do that. I'm gonna see you again. I'm gonna freaking. I got plenty of money. I'm gonna freaking buy the damn. I'm gonna get it.
Fantastic.
I'm going for the healing. I don't freaking care anymore.
Fantastic. Great way to look at it. But trust me when I say, man, I'm really good at what I do. I really believe in what I do. And all this stuff is work that I've done on myself. And I talk about it on the show. I'm not some kook. I'm not one of the, I think the reason why I'm so good at what I do and why people relate to me is because I'm relatable. Like, I have gone through this stuff. Like, I'm just like, I'm not these fake fucking people who like pretend that they are like, no, I never have relationship troubles and I never can have performance issues in the bed and I never feel fat and I never feel ugly and I never feel like I'm not good enough for my girl and I never have fights with my girl. Like, these guys are all full of shit, but what you're going through is normal. You're not a freak. There's nothing wrong with you, but we do need to sort this out. Okay.
Dude, I have been just burning for years, and real recognizes real. And I can tell, unlike you can tell with the other gurus, you're as real as they come, dude. As real as they come. And I am massively grateful. If we didn't even talk, I'm still massively grateful for your content. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, we'll talk soon. I'm going to take some other callers, okay?
I will. We'll take soon. Thank you.
All right,
Thank you
Josh.
again.
Hey, have a good night, man. And really be nice to
All right.
yourself. Be nice to yourself and congratulate yourself for doing what you did tonight. It's a big step. And, we all go through this. You're not alone. You're not a freak.
I feel better. I love you, man.
Love you too, buddy. You take care of yourself. Peace out.